My child, why have you gone so quiet with me? Tell me, do you not want to talk to me anymore, or have you simply forgotten that I am still here, waiting for your voice? I have been listening for you in the silence. I have been watching for even the smallest whisper from your heart. And yet, so many moments have passed where you chose to carry everything alone instead of bringing it to me. Pause right here. Do not scroll away from this moment. This is not coincidence. This is not just another message passing by your eyes. This is me, reaching through the noise of your day, calling your attention back to what matters most. Because your silence has not gone unnoticed by me. I feel the distance, not because I have moved it, but because you have slowly stepped away. You used to speak to me about everything. The little things, the big worries, the quiet thoughts you didn't share with anyone else. I remember those moments, my child. I treasured them. And I still do. But lately, your words have been replaced with distractions, your prayers replaced with overthinking, and your time with me replaced by everything else demanding your attention. So I ask you again, gently, what truthfully do you not want to talk to me anymore? If you can hear my voice right now, let this be your sign to come back. Let this be the moment you choose not to ignore me again. Stay with me through this message. Open your heart again. And as you listen, I want you to do something simple but powerful. Like this video. Comment, "I'm listening, Lord." Share this with 3 people who need to hear my voice. And subscribe so you don't miss when I speak to you again. This is not about a video. This is about reconnecting with me. My child, I am not asking for perfection. I am not asking for long, polished prayers or perfect words. I am asking for you. Your voice. Your presence. Your honesty. Do you know how many times I waited for you today? In the quiet moments, in the middle of your thoughts, in the spaces where you felt overwhelmed or unsure, I was there, ready to listen. But you kept it all inside. You carried burdens I never asked you to carry alone. I am not distant from you. I have never turned away. Even now, as you hear these words, I am closer than you realize. Closer than your next breath. Closer than your own thoughts. So don't turn away this time. Don't let this moment pass like the others. Because this is me calling you back. And I am still waiting to hear your voice. My child, I know why your voice has grown quiet. It is not because you stopped caring about me. It is not because your love for me disappeared. I see deeper than your silence, and I understand what your heart has been carrying. You have been tired not just physically, but in your soul. There are battles you have been fighting that no one else can see. There are thoughts that have weighed on you, moments that drain you, and disappointments that slowly made you withdraw. I saw the days when you wanted to talk to me, but didn't know what to say. I saw the moments when you felt too overwhelmed to even begin a prayer. I saw the times you told yourself, "I'll talk to God later," but later never came. And I saw the quiet guilt that followed, the feeling that maybe you had drifted too far or waited too long to come back. But listen to me carefully, my child. I was there in every single one of those moments. When you felt distant, I was still near. When your mind was crowded with worries, I was still listening. When you didn't have the strength to speak, I was still understanding the language of your heart. You may feel like you stepped away from me, but I never stepped away from you. I know life has been loud around you. Responsibilities, pressures, expectations, they have all been pulling at your attention. And in the middle of it all, your quiet time with me slowly faded, not because you chose to abandon me, but because you were trying to survive everything else. I am not angry with you for that. I am not disappointed in you. I am not keeping score of how many times you did come to me. I am your Father, and I see you with compassion, not condemnation. Even in your silence, you are still mine. Even in your distance, you are still loved. You have not lost your place with me. You have not disqualified yourself from my presence. There is nothing about your current season that has pushed you beyond my reach. I know the heaviness you've been carrying. I know the moments when you felt alone even in a crowded room. I know the questions you've been afraid to ask and the emotions you didn't know how to process. You didn't have the words, but I still heard you. And my child, I want you to understand this: your silence did not create a separation from me. It only created the illusion of distance in your mind. Because I have been right here, patiently waiting, not with frustration, but with open arms. You don't need to explain everything to me perfectly. You don't need to fix yourself before you come back. You don't need to rehearse your words or pretend to be strong. You just need to come as you are. Because I already know you, and I still want to hear your voice. My child, listen closely to me now, because I am about to reveal something your heart needs to remember. Our connection was never broken. Not for a moment. Not on your worst day. Not even in your longest silence. You may have felt far from me, but feelings are not truth. You may have believed that your quietness created distance, but I do not measure our relationship by how many words you speak. I measure it by my love for you, and that has never changed. I have not turned away from you. I have not closed my ears to you. I have not withdrawn my presence from your life. Even when you stopped speaking, I never stopped listening. Do you understand this, my child? I was still there in your thoughts, in your sighs, in your unspoken worries. I heard the prayers you didn't know how to form. I saw the tears you didn't let fall. I felt the weight you carried in silence. You have believed the lie that kept you distant, that you needed to fix yourself before coming back to me. That you needed the right words, the right mindset, with the right moment. But I tell you the truth now: you come to me as you are, not as you think you should be. I am not waiting for perfection. I am waiting for presence. Talking to me is not a ritual you perform. It is a relationship you live in. You don't need to impress me. You don't need to sound spiritual. You don't need long speeches or perfect sentences. Just speak. Just come. Just be with me. Even a whisper reaches me. Even a thought turns my attention toward you. Even a broken sentence is precious in my ears. Because it is you. And you are enough for me. My child, this is where many lose their way. They think silence means disconnection. But silence does not remove you from my presence. It only clouds your awareness of it. I have been walking with you through every moment you thought you were alone. And now, I am clearing that fog from your heart. You are not far from me. You never were. I am closer than you believed, nearer than your fears, stronger than your doubts. And I am inviting you back into something simple, something real, a conversation that never required perfection, only willingness. Now hear me, this moment matters. Because what you are feeling right now, this pull, this stirring, this awareness, that is not coincidence. That is me drawing you back, reminding you that our relationship is still alive, still open, still waiting for your voice. And as this truth settles into your heart, I want you to understand something deeper. When you respond to me, when you open your heart, when you choose to come back, you are not just changing your life. You are becoming a light for others who are lost in the same silence. Now listen carefully, my child. I am placing something on your heart. I am calling you to be a vessel, to let my voice reach beyond you. As it is written, give, and it will be given to you, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. This is not just words. This is my living promise to you. When you sow into what carries my voice, you become part of the harvest I am preparing in unseen lives. If this message is touching you, if you feel my presence speaking through it, then do not ignore this moment. This is your opportunity to act. For super thanks or a PayPal offering, you are not giving to people. You are placing seeds into my work, into souls that are waiting to hear me. The PayPal link is in the description, and you see the QR code in this video for a reason. This is not coincidence. This is invitation. So give, my child. Step into this moment. Let your obedience speak louder than hesitation. And as you give, know this: I will bless your seed, multiply your provision, and open doors you did not expect. Now come, return to me. My child, I speak to you now not to condemn you, but to gently correct what has been pulling you away from me. You did not drift all at once. It happened slowly, quietly, almost without you noticing. One distraction at a time. One delay at a time. One moment where you chose something else over me, thinking it did not matter. But those small choices began to build distance, not because I left, but because your attention was given elsewhere. Look at what has been filling your time. The constant noise, the endless scrolling, the worries that repeat in your mind, the habits that keep your heart occupied but never fulfilled. You have allowed these things to take space that once belonged to our conversations. And I say this to you with love: those things cannot carry what you are carrying. They cannot give you the peace you are searching for. They cannot answer the questions deep within you. They cannot hold your heart the way I can. Yet you have been turning to them, hoping they will quiet what only I was meant to heal. My child, I am not asking you to remove everything from your life. I am asking you to put me back in my rightful place. Because when I am not first, everything else becomes heavier than it should be. Your thoughts become louder. Your worries become stronger. Your peace becomes harder to find. Not because life changed it, but because you tried to walk through it without leaning on me. And I see something else in your heart: avoidance. There were moments when you knew you needed to come to me, but you hesitated. Maybe you felt ashamed. Maybe you thought, I've been gone too long. Maybe you didn't want to face what was inside your heart. So you stayed silent, hoping the feeling would pass. But silence does not heal what needs to be brought into my presence. Avoiding me will never bring you peace, my child. It will only prolong the weight you are already feeling. I am not someone you hide from. I am the one you run to. Do not let pride tell you that you can handle everything on your own. Do not let fear convince you that I will reject you. And do not let distraction keep stealing moments that belong to us. I correct you because I love you. I call you back because I care for your soul. I am not pointing out your distance to shame you. I am revealing it so you can return. And returning is not complicated. It begins with one moment, one decision, one simple turning of your heart back toward me. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need to fix everything at once. You only need to stop running, stop delaying, and stop replacing me with things that will never satisfy you. Come back to me, my child. Not tomorrow. Not later. Not when everything feels right. Come back now. Because I am still here and I am still waiting. My child, come closer now, and let me lift what has been weighing on your heart. You have carried too much for too long. You have held in thoughts that needed to be released, emotions that needed to be understood, and burdens that were never yours to carry alone. And somewhere along the way, You began to believe that this heaviness was normal, that this quiet struggle was just something you had to endure. But I did not create you to live weighed down like this. I see how strong you have tried to be. I see how you kept going even when you felt empty. I see the silent battles you fought when no one else noticed. And my child, I am not overlooking any of it. Your strength did not go unseen. Your endurance did not go unnoticed. But you were never meant to do this without me. You are not alone, even if it has felt that way. You are not forgotten, even if your prayers became quiet. You are not too far gone, even if you think you have drifted. I am still right here, right beside you, right within reach of your voice. And I want you to feel this truth now. You can rest in me again. You do not have to carry everything by yourself anymore. You do not have to hold your thoughts together, trying to make sense of everything on your own. You do not have to pretend that you are fine when your heart feels tired. Bring it all to me. Bring me your confusion, your fears, your doubts, your exhaustion. Bring me the things you cannot explain and the emotions you cannot name. I am not overwhelmed by what you are going through. I am not pushed away by your weakness. In fact, your weakness is where I meet you most closely. Because when you feel like you have nothing left, that is where my strength begins to hold you. My child, you are not broken beyond repair. You are not disqualified from my love. You are not standing outside of my grace. Everything you are feeling right now I am able to restore. Even the parts of you that feel worn out. Even the parts of you that feel distant. Even the parts of you that feel uncertain. I am able to renew you. And I will. But you must let me in again. You must stop trying to hold yourself together without me and allow me to carry what you cannot. You must trust that I am not only listening, I am ready to respond, ready to strengthen you, ready to bring peace back into your heart. So breathe, my child. You are safe with me. You are held by me. You are still deeply loved by me. Nothing you have gone through has changed that, and nothing ever will. Now lean on me again and feel my strength begin to rise within you. My child, listen carefully now, because I am speaking promises over your life that do not change with your feelings, your circumstances, or your past silence. When you draw near to me, I will draw near to you. This is not a possibility. This is not something you need to earn. This is my promise, steady, unshaken, and always true. The moment your heart turns back toward me, even in the smallest way, I respond. I do not hesitate. I do not question your worthiness. I come close to you. You may wonder, is it really that simple? Yes, my child, it is. Because my love for you was never built on conditions. It was never dependent on how often you spoke, how perfectly you prayed, or how consistent you felt. My love remains, even when your effort fades. My presence remains even when your awareness weakens. And I want you to understand something deeply. I have been waiting for this moment, not with impatience, but with longing, not with judgment, but with open arms. I have seen the day when you would turn your attention back to me, when your heart would soften again, when your spirit would begin to listen again. And now that you are here, hearing my voice, feeling this pull, I am not going to let you go. I am restoring what felt distant. I am renewing what felt weak. I am rebuilding what you thought was lost. You are not starting over, my child. You are continuing a relationship that never ended. And from this moment forward, I will guide you. When you do not know what to say, I will give you words. When you feel uncertain, I will give you clarity. When fear tries to rise, I will give you peace. When you feel weak again, I will remind you that my strength lies within you. You do not need to figure everything out at once. You do not need to have all the answers before you come to me. I will walk with you step by step, moment by moment, conversation by conversation. Trust me in this. Trust that I am not distant. Trust that I am not silent. Trust that I am actively working in your life, even in ways you cannot yet see. My timing is perfect, even when it feels slow to you. My ways are higher, even when they are difficult to understand. And my plans for you have not been canceled because of your silence. They are still alive, still unfolding, still held securely in my hands. So release the fear that tells you it's too late. Release the doubt that tells you nothing will change. Release the hesitation that keeps you from coming fully back to me. Because I am not just calling you, I am receiving you. And I promise you this, my child, as you begin to speak to me again, as you open your heart again, as you walk with me again, you will not feel empty the way you once did. You will feel my presence. You will know my peace. And you will experience the closeness you have been missing. I am here, and I am not going anywhere. My child, this is your moment. Do not let it pass. You have heard my voice. You have felt my presence stirring your heart again. You have recognized the distance, understood the truth, received my correction, my comfort, and my promises. But now I am calling you to respond. Not later, not when it feels more convenient, not when you think you are more ready. Right now, because this moment is not coincidence. This moment has been prepared for you. I have been drawing you, gently and patiently, to this exact point where your heart is open enough to hear me and strong enough to answer. So answer me, my child. Speak to me. You do not need a script. You do not need perfect words. Just begin. Even if your voice feels weak, even if your thoughts feel scattered, even if all you can say is, God, I'm here, that is enough. Start there. Because I am not listening for perfection. I am listening for you. Let this be the moment where silence breaks. Let this be the moment where you stop holding everything inside. Let this be the moment where you release what you have been carrying and place it into my hands. Tell me what has been on your heart. Tell me what has been troubling your mind. Tell me what you have been avoiding. I am ready to hear it all. And as you speak, do not rush away. Stay with me. Learn to sit in my presence again, not as a task, not as an obligation, but as a relationship. This is where your strength will grow. This is where your peace will return. This is where your clarity will begin. But you must choose it. You must choose me. Because I will not force your attention. I invite it. And this invitation is still open right now. Take a deep breath, my child, and turn your heart fully toward me. Let the noise fade. Let the distractions fall away. Let everything else wait for a moment. This is between you and me. And I want you to understand something powerful. Every time you choose to come back to me, you are strengthening something eternal. You are building a connection that cannot be shaken by circumstances, by emotions, or by the world around you. So do not treat this lightly. Do not delay this. Respond to me. Even now, as you are listening, begin to speak within your heart. Begin to open that door again. Begin to reconnect with me in a way that is real, honest, and alive. I am here. I am listening. And I am ready to meet you in this very moment. So come, my child, talk to me. My child, stay with me for a moment longer. Let everything you have just heard settle gently into your heart. Do not rush away from this peace that is beginning to surround you. This is where I want you to remain, not in confusion, not in distance, but in quiet closeness with me. You wondered if you had gone too far, but now you see, you never left my reach. You thought your silence had separated us, but now you understand. I was with you through it all. You felt unsure of how to come back, but now you know. It only takes a willing heart. This is what I wanted you to remember. I miss you, my child, not because I was ever without you, but because I long for your awareness of me. I long for your voice, your trust, your presence in this relationship we share. And now, you are here again. Not perfectly, not with everything figured out, but present. And that is enough. From this moment forward, do not return to the lie that you must carry life alone. Do not fall back into the pattern of silence that distances your heart. When something weighs on you, come to me. When something confuses you, talk to me. When something brings you joy, share it with me. Let me be part of your everyday, not just your difficult moments. Because I am not just your help in trouble. I am your constant companion. And I am walking with you into what is ahead. There is still so much I will show you. There is still peace I will give you. There is still strength I will build within you. Your story is not paused because of your silence. It is continuing, and I am guiding every step. So rest now, my child. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not alone. You are exactly where you need to be with me. And as you carry this peace with you, I am calling you to remain connected, not just to me, but to what I am doing through this message. My child, what I am pouring into you is not meant to stop with you. It is meant to flow like a river into the lives of others. As I have spoken, whoever sows generously will also reap generously. This is my living word, active and true. When you give into what spreads my voice, you are planting seeds into hearts you may never see, but I see them, and I water them. I am inviting you now, step into this flow with me. If this message has touched you, if you felt my presence, then do not let this moment pass without action. For super thanks or a PayPal offering, you are not simply giving. You are partnering with me to reach souls that are waiting in silence, just like you once were. The PayPal donation link is in the description, and the QR code is placed before you for a reason. This is your moment of obedience, your moment of sowing into something eternal. So give, my child. Release your seed with faith. And as you do, I will open doors for you, pour blessings into your life, and multiply what you place in my hands. Now go forward in peace. Stay close to me, and never forget I am always listening.